What do you do when the person you pushed away to test their love never comes back? My name is Elena, I'm 26, and what I'm about to tell you still doesn't feel real. 6 months ago, I destroyed the best relationship I ever had, not because of betrayal, distance, or conflict, but because I needed proof. Proof that he loved me, that he'd fight for me, that I mattered so much to him. He'd break his own rules to keep me. The man I lost. His name was Caleb. We were together for 1.5 years. It was steady, solid, peaceful even. The kind of love most people say they want, but somehow it didn't feel like enough to me. We'd met each other's families, spent holidays wrapped in warmth and laughter, even started talking about moving in together. His mom would call me to swap recipes. His dad always saved me the last slice of pie. His little sister used to send me texts like, "Are you coming to my recital? Please." Felt like part of them, like I belonged. But the routine began to eat at me. No surprise flowers. No fights where he showed how badly he wanted me. No dramatic declarations of love. Just consistency. And to my warped mind at the time, consistency started to feel like indifference. I'd scroll through social media and see my friends posting about their boyfriends flying across the country to win them back after arguments or planning weekend surprises with candlelit dinners and handwritten letters. In comparison, Caleb just showed up when he said he would. He remembered my birthday. He held my hand in public. He made sure I never felt alone. But it wasn't enough for me. I wanted drama. I wanted passion. I wanted chaos dressed up as romance. So I decided to test him. I picked a regular Tuesday. Caleb had just spent the weekend with me, cooked me dinner, rubbed my shoulders after a long day, watched dumb reality shows I liked even though he hated them. He kissed me goodnight and told me he'd see me tomorrow. He had no idea that by tomorrow, I meant our relationship was ending. I practiced the speech in the mirror. Soft but serious, sad but composed. I wanted to break up with him not because I wanted to but because I wanted him to stop me. To tell me I was being ridiculous. To grab my hand and say, "No, we fix this." Instead, when I said the words, "I think we should break up," he just looked at me, stunned for half a second. Then nodded. "Okay," he said. No tears. No questions. Just okay. I was floored. "That's it." Yes. "If that's how you feel, Elena, I respect your decision," he said. Quiet. Steady as always. Snap. "You're just going to walk away." Like I meant nothing. He looked genuinely confused. "You told me you wanted to break up. I'm not going to beg you to stay when you've made up your mind." I couldn't help it. I snapped again. I blurted, "You were supposed to fight for me." That's when his face changed. "You wanted me to fight for you. Was this some kind of test?" I couldn't admit it, so I stumbled through a half-denial. But Caleb saw right through me. "Elena," he said, voice even but distant, "if you wanted something from me, more passion, more reassurance, you should have just said it. You don't destroy something good to see if it'll rebuild itself." He left. No flowers. No calls. No text. Just like that, he was gone. First I spun it. Friends. To his sister. Even on social media. He just didn't care enough to fight, I told them. But some didn't buy it. His sister, Natalie, called me a week later. "He told me what you did. You broke up with him as a test, Elena. You don't get to cry victim now." I denied it, but I was unraveling. Yes. My days became obsessive. Scrolling through his Instagram. Desperate for any hint that he was miserable. Posting pictures of my so-called amazing single life. Hoping he'd see and feel something. But Caleb didn't post sad quotes or cry into his camera. He posted sunsets from hikes. A new stir-fry recipe he'd mastered. Work updates. Normal. Peaceful. Unbothered. I started haunting his usual spots. Coffee shops, farmers markets, bookstores. Just to accidentally bump into him. When it finally happened, I tried to play it cool. "Caleb, what a surprise," I said, smiling like nothing had ever happened. He was polite but distant. "I didn't really mean it. I confessed eventually. The breakup was just a bad day. I needed to see if you'd fight for me. He just looked at me, sad, disappointed, clear-eyed. I've been in therapy, he said. I realized I keep choosing people who make me earn their love instead of sharing it freely. That's not healthy. I don't want that anymore. I tried again. Can't we just start over? I'm looking for something honest now, he said. Not someone who plays games with my heart. Then he left again. This time it really felt final. I spiraled. Texted. Showed up at his workplace with a gift when I heard about his promotion. Thought it'd impress him. He told me gently but firmly, "Please don't come here again." Caused a scene. People watched. Someone almost called security. Later that night he sent me one final message. "Please don't contact me again. If I have to, I'll take legal steps to enforce this boundary." That was the moment it all came crashing down. 6 months later, I walked into a housewarming party. Caleb was there with someone new. Her name was Rachel. Soft-spoken, kind, beautiful. I watched as they laughed together. His hand resting gently on her back, eyes lighting up when she spoke. And I realized, that used to be me. I tried to pretend I was okay, flashing smiles, holding my drink like a lifeline, but his sister Natalie approached. "You know everyone knows what you did, right?" she said softly. "You're the one who broke up with him to test his love. You broke something beautiful just to see if it could survive." I opened my mouth to defend myself, but she held up a hand. "Don't. Just don't." As Caleb and Rachel walked past me to leave, she smiled at me, having no clue who I was. Caleb glanced at me once. No hate, no sadness, just indifference. Complete indifference. That was the moment I knew. I didn't just lose Caleb. I lost his respect. I lost the version of myself that made him feel safe. I lost the chance at real love. Not because I wasn't loved, but because I couldn't recognize it when it didn't come with fireworks. So here's the question I can't stop asking myself. What if I hadn't tested him? What if I had just talked to him, honestly, openly, vulnerably, about what I needed? Would he still be mine? I guess I'll never know.